What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Tribe Experience podcast. I'm your host, Skyler Kelley, and I'm here with Mr. Cal Pugh. What's going on, my man?
Nothing much, just having some fun with the boys today. Just came talk about the podcast, have some fun with that. So
I love it.
having a good day.
Came from Salt Lake, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Little trip.
About an hour and a half trip with charging.
Round trip, right? Oh, with charging.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you got the Tesla, so you gotta find something.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, hey, we want to get to know you a little bit. Some fun stats about Cal. Okay, he's actually our top recruiter in the Tribe region currently. He broke the rookie record, actually. It's January, what is today, the 9th? 10th? Today's January 10th, and you've already broken the rookie record. Derek Child set that record. I believe he had 58 recruits before summer started. How many do you have right now?
About 60. Shout out the girl squad, making it go to that number. So hopefully we're going to be growing it to about 80 to 90 for the summer season, but 60 about right now.
That's a massive team already, and it's going to be a massive summer. Now, it's more than just recruits, you know, but I want to talk a little bit more about what your plans are for those guys, but just some info about Cal. Where are you from again?
From Lehigh, Utah, so pretty close to the office. Born and raised, been loving it here.
Cool. When did you graduate high school again?
This year, so this last May.
Okay, so are you 18 still or you're 19?
I just turned 19.
Okay, all right, man, cool. Just turned 19, moved to Salt Lake. Talk about your sales experience really quick. Do you have any sales experience?
Yeah, so when I was 16, my brother, he was kind of one of the OGs at Vivint along with my cousin, so they've been in the space a lot. So after their heydays in solar with those different companies, they decided to start their own. So when I was 16, I could have went and hung out with the friends, had a good time with that, but I went out to Arizona, kind of just ripped it with my brother for about a month. So started sales when I was 16, and then this last summer did the full summer with a lot of the boys. They're all dogs, so it's a fun experience.
Okay, so year and a half into solar. Now you switched to pest.
Mm-hmm.
Why the switch? And who recruited you to, by the way?
So Eric Conche, the dog, he's the one that helped me out. I came back from the summer, had a good experience. A lot of the boys that were out with me are here right now. We had a good time. There's some, of course, the summer's rough, but we got through it. The big thing I just realized was there's just a lot more growth in this industry and a lot more potential, and I'd rather kind of focus my time and talents to grow my potential and grow in a company that's gonna like nourish me and help me out doing it.
Cool. Yeah. So it sounds like your goals are to grow, you know, as a person, as a team, and you feel like it's better than pest control to do that.
Yeah, I'd say so. With a lot of the structure I've had, with like Braden Roten, Derek Childs, Eric just helping me out, giving me a good direction to go. I've been able to grow at a pretty rapid rate, and they've all been just right there holding my shoulder, helping out my guys whenever they need help, any questions I have, just helping myself grow so I can be better for my teams as well.
That's really cool. How many guys did you have last year with you in solar?
I started out with 10, and then it ended out to be about 5 people. So
Okay.
not the best retention. I also kind of noticed that when I was in that type of an industry. So that's a big goal this year, is to have a good experience for everybody and have them all walk away a better person, a little more cash in their pocket, just have a good time doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you say your favorite thing about pest versus solar right now is the fact that you can make quicker money? Or what's kind of the difference do you feel like that's going to be where you feel like your guys are going to get the most benefit this year?
The thing I love the most right now is this is a young industry. We're all killing it. We're all dogs. Average age on my team's probably about 18, 19. I got some high schoolers that just went on a blitz, ripped it, made 6K in 5 days. So I just love that we can bring some young guys and rip it. Me personally, there's a lot of guys that are just done with solar right now, not the best environment, and I think a good environment can just change a lot of people's life and just shape them, give them a good experience, and that can change a lot for them. So
Absolutely. Yeah, it really is all about experience more than selling the product, right? In the end of the day, obviously you want to sell something that you love
yeah.
to sell and that you can sell and succeed in, but obviously it's the culture. Which here in the tribe, we try to really pride ourselves in having God first in our life, having a wonderful culture where people want to be here and where people feel like they're inclusive. But I guess talk a little bit about, what are your plans for this upcoming summer in terms of your personal sales and your team sales?
So personal sales, there's a thing we do. There's the blood goal and then there's the push goal. So my blood goal that I have to hit is 400K in rev. I'm sacrificing some time away from school, doing some online, going out for the summer a bit early, doing about 6 months, give or take, to hit that. And then I want a massive summer for my guys as well. I want everyone to walk away just feeling like they learned a lot, got some good experience, and again, walking away with some cash with it. So the PRA goal is at the blood goal for PRA is 90K. Want people to be pushing for like 110K PRA, which I think would be good for a lot of the guys out there. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe after this year, first year divisional, something like that.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you have 60 plus people come out, let's say 50 of them retain, give or take. Let's just be, safe here. 50 people retain. If you have a PRA of 100 people, what's 100 times 50?
Yeah, 5 mil.
Exactly. That's crazy. That's really good. And obviously we'll put you for sure in a divisional spot.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
nice.
So do you like leading the most or do you like sales the most?
I mean, I love both. I know there's always the saying that sales sucks, but we do it for this or that. I honestly love knocking on random people's doors and just talking to them, talking to new people. So I love sales, but for me, it's just a lot more fulfilling to actually have some guys that you're bringing out and they didn't know what they were doing before the summer. They were just going to screw around, not really do anything, maybe work at a Chipotle for the summer, and then having them come back and just dogging out, having a good time, and being able to just project their life in a better way.
That's cool. Well, let's talk about your team a little bit because already so far in this off-season time, they've already gone out on a couple blitzes. Specifically here in the tribe, we had Stephen Hardiman on a couple episodes ago, and he talked about his role as a fiber manager for the tribe, which he does. He leads multiple blitzes all around the country and trains people, on boards them. He's our guy. A lot of your team worked with his teams going out into these areas, and they performed really well selling fiber door to door, which sounds like is kind of the entry level for new rookies or for even people that want to go out and make a bag if they have experience in sales. Talk about the success your team had and where were you guys at?
Yeah, so my teams have done a ton of fiber blitzes, a lot of good success. I counted it up a couple days ago, actually, because I was curious. We've had 12 blitzes so far.
12?
All across the country. The very first blitz where it started, I brought out 11 guys, and they absolutely killed it. In about 5.5 days, we got over 450 accounts of fiber. So Luke's here. He ripped it, over 130 accounts in like a week and a half. Lincoln, a high schooler, over 60, made 6K in 5.5 days. Took a little, I think it was actually fall break for him. We all had a good experience out there. We had a ton of fun, got a cool Airbnb, had a pool with it, messed around, had fun, worked hard. I loved that blitz. That was one of my favorite blitzes for sure.
And you guys were where again for that blitz?
That was Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, yeah. I used to live there. So
Yeah.
I know all about Omaha.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So 12 different blitzes since last summer. So since like September of 2024, you guys have had blitzes for fiber?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So let me ask you this too. So you had 10 or 5 people retained from your last year's team, right?
Mm-hmm.
From Solar. You're now up to 60 plus people. How many of these people that are with you right now and are going to sell pest control this summer went on a fiber blitz? Do you remember at all?
A good amount of them actually, probably like I'd say like 40 started off with fiber. I think it's just a very good, easy entry level for rookies, especially, just because it's kind of getting them get their foot in the door. They have experience knocking on a random person's door, just with an easier sell. Just kind of getting them ready for pest and for the season, and it's a easy and good transition. And I just feel like it was a good experience to get them in the right learning and mindset. We also pushed a lot of the pest training, like the paraverbals, all that good stuff, and that helped out a lot.
That's good. Yeah, you have to have those skill sets. So let me ask you this. Obviously, you're from Utah. Did you recruit a lot of your guys from Utah and you said, hey, go out on this blitz in Omaha and make some money and then kind of go from there? Or did you recruit out-of-state guys to meet up in Omaha and do this?
So we have some out-of-state guys that have ripped it. We have guys from Nebraska, or no, not Nebraska, North Dakota actually, that came out to Utah, and we met just randomly. It's funny how all that stuff works, but it worked out good. Then they brought some guys. Diamond's been out here for like 3 weeks, been ripping it, doing the training, putting in the work. I love him. And then, yeah, some guys from Colorado have been out on some blitzes. And yeah, just different states. So
That's really cool. So a lot of these guys meet together in Omaha or other areas. They sell fiber. A lot of them had success. That's kind of the majority of your team right now. And would you say they're pretty stoked for the past summer?
oh yeah, they're all pretty stoked for it, especially some of the managers that I've helped do some recruiting. They have the teams under them too. They've been ripping it. They're really excited to start this new venture and start ripping it in the big leagues, having some fun with that.
I love it. I love it. Well, guys, obviously you guys understand that part of the tribe is to make sure you guys are making money and having a great experience. And for Cal, what he's doing is he's showing people to have success, to make a bag, to be able to have a great experience. Come do things like selling fiber on a blitz, make some money, see what it's like to sell door to door, gain the experiences and context of the paraverbals and the nonverbal skill sets. And if it's something that you want to sell pest control now that summer, you can, or you don't have to. It's really non-committal if you try a fiber blitz. And that's exactly what Steven Hardiman showed us on the last couple of episodes. Is he was like, hey, you can come out non-committal and sling it. If you like it, keep joining the tribe. If not, you don't have to. But at the end of the day, we want you guys to make money and have a great experience, you know? But Cal, kind of talk a little bit about Eric Conche. He's considerably your mentor, the guy who brought you into this. What was his selling point besides saying, hey, you can make more in recruiting probably? Because obviously you're a really good recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
You like to help people, make money and have that great experience. I definitely know that about you. What would you say Eric really instilled in you to say, hey, man, I want to work with you and the tribe?
Yeah, there's one simple answer to that. It's just caring for me. Just being there and putting the time it takes into someone and actually caring about them, caring about not just making a bag off of them or this or that, having numbers, having this amount of recruits, having this. It's just caring for the person and just being able to, because, for us, it's an amazing opportunity at a young age to lead some guys and have a good experience, have some success, just caring for them and being there for them.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, Eric's a really good dude.
Yeah.
Really good guy. And we're gonna have him on the pod soon, so that'll be fun to hear from him. It'll be fun to hear from him. What would you say is your favorite thing about the tribe? Take away the sales, take away the recruiting. What's your favorite thing about the tribe, and like what really makes you feel like you're so excited to be part of this?
It's like a family. We're all super close. I love all the guys that are at Breakfast Club every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with me. And I just love that it's more of a God-centered type of organization. Like our hats that say it with the buffalo on it, and God-centered organization. I think that's very important because, I'm not the best at it. I could be better. but I just think it's very important to have someone having their hand on your shoulder when you're having a bad day out on the doors, you're doubting yourself, just in anything. Having, for me, Jesus, just having that hand on my shoulder, helping me through, trying to be like him, and it just helps me be a better example, and it also just helps me be more caring for my guys. So
I love that, man. I love that. Yeah, it makes it so much easier to be a part of a culture that cares, and you look forward to going to work every day.
hmm
Simple as that, right? If you don't look forward to going to work every day, you should probably make a change in your life,
yeah.
right? Kyle, let me talk about you really quick and your goals. So, what pushes you to go knock doors every day?
I mean, we talk about it all the time. Usually, when we're doing our first meeting with a guy that's gonna come on with us and take their time to put their summer and their time into our hands and make it good, and it's our why. So, I mean, for me, we all have our specific whys, but like for example, I have a couple, but for me, in 10 years, I don't want to be in some trailer park, kind of just wishing I could do more for my wife and kids. I want to be out on like an Italian mansion, having fun, acting like a kindergartner with my wife, just being able to look out, have fun with my kids, and not worry. So for me, my why is freedom of time. I just think that's very important. Especially, I'm glad I've realized it at a younger age that for me, that's one of the most important things is because you can't really buy back time. And being able to choose what you do with your time is probably the most important thing for me.
I love it, man. Yeah, I agree. Time is money. You want to be able to put yourself in a position where you can buy back your time and reap the benefits of that and living a really good life, right? But also staying God-centered, which I think we both can agree this industry of sales and door-to-door, it's so easy to say, and actually I talked about this with Zeke in the last podcast. Zeke even said, it's so easy to say, I'm him, and I don't need anybody else's help, right? And I'll be honest, in my sales career, I've been there. I've been there where I felt like I really didn't need much help other than myself. And I could do everything. I'm really stubborn. And, I really didn't need God. But when I realized I needed God more, I realized I had way more blessings in my life. And I was happier, less stress off my shoulders, you name it. So I bet after even your first couple of years of experience, you probably could say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much better having God in your life and relying on him. If you were to put yourself, let's say you're up talking to the tribe, the whole region,
Mm-hmm.
what do you want them to know about you that is different than anybody in that room?
Shoot, that's a tough one. That's a lot of people for sure. Honestly, what I'd probably want them to know is like just that I care a lot. Like I know I've had leaders before that I've kind of felt like not taken care of as much. I know how it feels to be the brand new rep that kind of there's not too much focus on, getting swept under the rug, and just not having too much people in your corner for you. So I just love being able to make people feel welcomed no matter who you are, where you come from, like why you do things, what you believe in. Just you're always welcome, and I'd love to have anybody just I love talking to different people and just trying to be like Jesus, being welcoming to anybody and looking through different things that like aren't like me. So
That's awesome. Well, Cal, really quick, I know you haven't really sold before in pest control, so I'm going to tailor this question differently. You have a lot of reps, obviously. Are any of your reps experienced with you, by the way, in solar?
yeah.
Okay, so who do you think? I guess they're all considered rookies if they all came from solar. So let's do this.
Yeah, there's a lot of pest vets actually too.
Oh, on your team? Okay.
Mhm.
Who is going to be your top pest vet on your team, and who's going to be your top rookie on your team? And what are they going to do, rev-wise?
Shoot. I mean,
Call them out.
call them out. Vet wise, there's a couple big dogs in there. I mean, there's guys that have done big numbers in pest before. I want to start off with rookie numbers. There's some dogs. There's probably one of the best rookie classes me and Derek have been talking about. Lincoln is definitely one of those guys who's gonna hit big numbers. Definitely gonna be a top 10 rookie. I'd put money on it.
Derek talked about Lincoln in his podcast, so that's your guy.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Lincoln's a dog. Love him. Um, Luke's gonna do big numbers. He's going on a mission, so shout out that. But gonna do good things before that, and then also I think Diamond's gonna do pretty dang good in the summer too. He's been putting in the work. I love when guys can sacrifice things that like others might think is like a non-negotiable. That's one of the big things I preach is sacrifice is very important and kind of just picking your poison and all that. For vets, there's some big dogs. I mean, Ben Booth's out here right now. He has like 10 guys already too. He's a dog. He's going to be doing some big numbers.
If you had to pick how much in revenue he's going to finish up with, what do you got Ben doing?
Personal, least 400.
400K.
Yeah.
All right. That's the stamp, Ben.
There you go.
You got it.
500, he says.
500. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because Ben's here in the background. I love it. Okay.
There you go.
I love it. He's here to support his favorite leader, Cal. Hey, Cal, that's a sign of a good team. Man. If you got fans in the background just watching you talk, I love it.
I love it.
You got your guys out here just absolutely in a pack with you.
Yeah, we're family.
Wherever you go, they go. Wherever they go, you go. I love it. That is actually really cool. Not gonna lie. I love it, man. Honestly, we're gonna round this out for you. Okay, it's been awesome having you on, getting to know you, your success in recruiting. You're the number one recruiter in the tribe right now, and counting. Okay, keep pumping, my man. Keep impacting people's lives. I know that's what you're here to do, and I love how much you care for your reps. I'm excited to see how they do under your leadership. So I got some quick personal hitters for you. So
Let's do it.
You're a big sports guy, right?
Yeah, certain kinda.
Kinda.
I love playing them.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were to, let's say, if you were to go to any sporting event in the world, what sport is it? Who are you watching? The teams, and where is it located?
Shoot.
And this is if you had all the money in the world. It could be like an NBA Finals matchup. It could be a Super Bowl, whatever you want. Soccer.
Can we turn back time?
Turn back time.
Dude,
You're there.
Of course, Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Are you a big Michael Jordan guy?
I love him. He's a dog. Love the documentary. I mean, I have some favorites. I'm more of a baseball guy personally. That's what I loved playing. But when it comes to some big hitters, he's the biggest hitter. And yeah,
So you want to be at a Chicago Bulls game?
yeah.
Okay. Which one? What year? Where are you sitting?
Dude, I wanna see him right now. I wanna see him play against the guys right now. Utah
Right now.
right now.
He's still dropping buckets, by the way.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
still
no,
putting buckets on
he's
all
going
these
in.
guys' heads, man.
Yeah, no, the good thing about him is he was obsessed. And if you want a big summer, you got to be obsessed. So, yeah, so good lessons to learn from him.
You know, one of the coolest parts about that documentary is John Stockton.
Oh,
By the
love
way,
him.
him and I are from the same hometown. I've known John. Played basketball with him at his open gyms when I was playing college. He holds private open gyms in my hometown. Secret invite only. I've showed up to a couple. But the funniest part was I came home from my LDS mission. He hadn't seen me in 2 years. Try to go back and play, and he's like, "Nah, you're out." He's like, "You've been gone for too long." I'm like, "All right, cool." But no, John's one of the best, man. It was really cool seeing in that documentary. In the background for John, it's his warehouse
Yeah.
where he hosts all these AAU basketball events. I played there every single weekend growing up.
There you go.
Yeah, so super cool seeing that in Last Dance, but also really funny seeing MJ get the best of him.
Oh, yeah. It is for sure. He's a legend.
Yeah, ultra competitive too. Like, when you hear what happened on the Last Dance, and I actually got to play against John in these open gyms, and I just remember countless amount of times he'd pass me the ball. I would shoot it. I was a shooter. If I missed the shot, he's like, "I'm not passing you again," and he will literally not pass it to you. And I'm like, man, the 90s or 80s competition in the NBA, man, was different
Yeah,
than what it is
everyone
today.
was obsessed with it. That's how it
Are you
should
sure
be
you don't
right
want to see MJ play back in the 90s? Go back to
now.
1997?
Maybe I might need to see that Jazz game.
Okay. Game 6.
Yeah.
All right.
Another good one is Mike Tyson back in his heydays.
Ooh.
Got to see that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, top 5 artists on repeat on your phone. If you're working out in the car, who you listening to? Give me the 5.
I got my 5 from my Apple remixer.
All right, who are they? Who you
Kind
listening
of
to?
revealing. Lana Del Rey's #1. Shout
Ooh.
out the queen. She's a dog. I love The Weeknd. He's up there too.
Like it.
Chief Keef.
Okay.
Shout out Diamond. And then shoot, dude. It'd have to another girl one, Nessa Barrett. Shout out the real ones that know that. And then shoot, I don't know the 5th one. What's yours? Let's hear it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's Drake.
Drake.
I'm a Drizzy guy. But if I had to pick who I'm listening to right now really hard, it's Rod Wave.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Rod Wave guy.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, #1.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. I like it, man. I'm glad you brought some flavor into this podcast because I've been hearing too much of this classical music stuff, which I like classical music, but some of these guys are literally listening to classical music.
Moonlight Sonata, listen to it.
Yeah. So I like to hear a little flavor in there. So that's good to know. Good to know that there's some different people in this group that maybe listen to the same stuff as me.
Yeah.
Top 5 dinner guests sitting with you, most influential conversations, dead or alive. Who's sitting at your table?
Shoot. Dad's gonna be there for sure. That's #1 on the list. Mom's gonna be there. That's #2.
Wow, you love mom and dad.
Yep,
huh?
Mom and Dad are the best angels. Actually perfect. Love you guys. Shout out.
I love my parents, but they're not sitting at my table if I have a top 5 dead or alive.
No, they're
list.
there for sure. They got those spots. And then Elon.
Elon, I love it.
He's
Okay.
a dog. Shout out the Tesla. And then let's see. Trump. No, I'm kidding. I just wanna shoot the shit with him.
Dude.
Use the language, but
If I'm being honest, yeah, I would love Trump at my table too.
that'd be funny. That'd be a good little table. And then Joe Rogan.
I love it. I love your 5.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Any last remarks to share with anybody that should get to know you a little bit more?
Yeah, dude, if you want any help with anything, want to hang out, have a good time, I'm always down to be up late. I always seem to make it work out for me when it's 1 a.m. and find some guys that are looking for some work. So if you need help shoulder tapping, any tips on that, I got you. If you want to come out with me, got you. You're all my boys, all family in the tribe. So anything like that, I'm down to do anything.
I love it, man. I love it. And where can people find you? You on social media?
Yeah, it's just Cal Pew, so CalPew.
Instagram?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you cool with people texting you, or would you rather just have them DM you?
Yeah, texts are perfect.
Cool. We'll put all of your info in the description of this video for sure, so that way people can contact you. But
Sweet.
guys, thanks for being here on another episode of the Tribe Experience. We're here with Cal Pew, our top recruiter and a rookie in the Tribe. And he's going to kill it this year, personal sales-wise. What was your goal, by the way, again?
400K blood, 650K push.
Okay, so he's pushing for the Golden Door, dying on 400K
Yep.
if he couldn't make it. But I'm very confident with the way you work, man. You're Golden Door ready.
Let's
Let's
see
get
if
it.
those 6 months can put in the work. So
I love it.
we'll
Time
see
is
it.
on your side. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That way you guys don't miss out on any other videos. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.